Bitcoin surviving the Moody's downgrade for now. But we got a bearish Adam and Eve pattern that's starting to flash a warning sign on the charts. Are we headed for a breakout or a breakdown? Meanwhile, Ethereum itself basically just flashed a golden cross, but it's printing lower highs. And good old altcoins, well, they're just really frustrating right now, and they're in complete kind of chaos. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in Bitcoin and crypto action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day, 24 hours a day. Let's kick things off with Bitcoin. And I want to talk about that Moody stuff that I brought up yesterday that nobody seems to be talking about. I was talking to my fellow traders, and we were basically saying, like, look, that was not a good thing for the United States. Absolutely, it was not good. However, the market hasn't reacted to it. The Bitcoin market hasn't reacted to it. Now, there's two possible scenarios. That this is extremely bullish because Bitcoin is just being resilient and ready to take off and take out the upper resistance at like 107 or 106, 105. Actually, I think it's at the 107, 100 where we had a profit target. Or the institutions are waiting for a deeper market to come in and hit this coin. That's the issue. Now, a huge hedge fund is not going to trade on a weekend. They're going to chill out and wait for everybody to be in the marketplace, because they can't just come in and slam something, because it would defeat their own purpose. So we got two things going on here. We got the positive that nobody did react to it. Right now, it's Sunday at 9:23 in the morning, May 18th, 2025. Or they're waiting until Monday. So we're going to get into some of that stuff. But let's just talk about Bitcoin on the short term right now. It's holding just under 104,000 despite the downgrade of the U.S. debt. Bitcoin is showing resilience right now. But we can't get too comfortable, because there is, like I just stated, a growing fear of a Monday sell-off as risk-off sentiment brews. Now, we have to see, because overall, what happened with U.S. debt is actually very bullish for Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that we can't see a retrace, and we're going to be talking about that. Now, we got some signs to watch on this 4-hour chart, okay? Right now, we have resistance here. We have resistance at 104. We're sitting really right below it right now. However, we've made higher bottoms, which is really good. It printed a higher low right now. So we got to keep an eye on, like, the short-term bullish structure is still intact. However, momentum is neutral. There's not enough to fuel the next leg yet. We don't know which way. I hate to say it. People complain, oh, you talk out of both sides of your mouth. But I'm a technician. I have to look at, the market price isn't doing anything for me right now to confirm either way. We all know when we're in an upward movement, and we all know when we're in a downward movement, but we're in a consolidation movement like we're seeing right here. As a short term, even longer term trader, we don't really have anything to do. If you were positioned lower, you'd be hanging out. If you're short up here, you're hanging out. You're waiting for the marketplace to make a decisive move. Now, if you're short up at, say, 105, where if we look at the liquidation heat maps, a lot of people are looking to get short up. There's liquidation up there. Bitcoin does gravitate towards it, but also down here, we have liquidation levels at like the 102. So everything is tight right now. Everything is tight. I'm going to bring something in also in a moment. I want to talk about, like a commitment of traders report. So here's what I'm watching right now in Bitcoin. All right. Do we wipe out the resistance up top? Or does the momentum fade and give the bears the upper hand? I'm looking at, if Bitcoin fails to hold the 99,000 to this 102,500 level, the high days close, that a Monday sell-off risk goes up. Now, if we paint another higher low this weekend, it could be a bullish reset the market needs to take us up through this resistance point. All right. So resistance cracks, I believe, at 107, 100, where we have a profit target. Then we could get a small, retrace back down to potentially even the 105 level before the market takes a break and then takes out the 107, 100 and opens a path to the ultimate high of 109, 588, and potentially over time, maybe within a week and a half or so, 116 to 118,000. Now, here's the point I want to bring up. If I come over to Bitcoin ratio of retail to institutional addresses, all right, what we can see right here is there's a fall off in retail. Okay, institutions are still ticking up. Now, I want you to look back in the past. You see where institutions were? You see where retail was? Retail is always late to the party. Now, we could look at this as like a commitment of traders report. Okay, and what in futures market you look at the commitment of traders because you're looking to see where the institutions are, and you're looking to see if there's any change in their overall position. So if they're net long yet they have shifted, using a delta model, you could see that they have shifted to going short kind of quietly, and retail is long, you're catching retail offsides, and the marketplace is going to move down. This is the same thing. We have institutionals really strongly long, and then we got retail sitting down here. Retail has not woken up yet. Retail always wakes up after the market moves. So as soon as the coin starts going up, then retail is going to start to tick up as well because they got the fear of missing out. So I just wanted to bring that up to you. Now I want to talk about the good old Adam and Eve structure here, all right? What does this mean, actually? Well, Adam's a sharp movement upward, and we got Eve with a rounded bottom right here, and you can think of her as a fat bottom girl like Queen would sing about. But really, this is a 2-day chart. So if if there's a huge sell-off and we break the 80,520, this marketplace is going into a bearish trend for the short term. Now we're using 2 days on this, so I mean the potential bottom overall on the move back down could be that 68,000 that everybody was targeting, because we're having the highs. We can't get through that 109 588 right now, so it's a slight concern right now with this. All right, but this pattern, I don't know. I mean, I look at it like I say, well, it's a fat bottom girl. If we can get through the top of the girl at like 109, we're in good shape. Okay, if we hold the 80, say 200 level, great shape. All right, if we track back and forth before we get the ultimate breakout. Okay, so be it. That's what the market, price structure says right now. Now I want to move on to Ethereum. All right, let's talk about Ethereum. All right, on the 12-hour, it basically just flipped a golden cross. All right, now it's a 12-hour. Okay, so it's a golden cross based on 200 bars and 50 bars, not 200 days or 50 days. Okay, so let's keep it real. The price action isn't screaming really, really bullish yet. It's in consolidation. It's been printing 3 consecutive lower highs right now. We need a breakout. So I want to see Ethereum hold 2,350. If we bounce from there, the all-important level right now is at 2,600. For me, like short term, 2,600. We're trading right now at 2,511. So a break of 2,600 and a hold above it, we could make that move towards that major psychological barrier at 3,000. But if we freaking roll over here, we can expect to test back to like 2,340, like right down in this area right here. Actually, I'll take that low bars. That low bar is low right there. So 2270. I'll go up a little bit. 23. I said I had 2340. So was I using this low? It's probably using the in between these two upward candles. That's where a retrace could occur before a reset occurs. Now, the alt market itself is like all over the place. All right, we still haven't had that huge infusion yet. Altcoin season's on the brim of starting. You got XRP that just bounced up after what, 234 ish, after it's coming off of 268. Cardano whales just scooped 80 million of ADA. That's huge. And good old Dogecoin is pushing towards resistance as a meme coin interest starts to return. But the total altcoin market cap is still below key resistance. And that key resistance is right now, like right here. Right, let me get my little brush here. I haven't used my brush in this video. We got resistance right here, and right there is the key resistance. We break up through this resistance. That's when we should see a flood of more capital into the altcoin market. So that's what I got going on. Now, before I wrap up, crew, before we wrap up, I want to make sure that you are aware about our crypto trading community. You just click on this link. You'll be taken over to this site right here where it's a totally free group to join. We're dropping insane alpha and trading opportunities daily. Merlin's going to be teaching some really cool setups, and from breakout setups to long-term gems, we got you covered. You want to follow our trades with a solid broker, just click this link right here to go to Weeks. Okay, we have a trade going on right now. You could follow us. Just jump in, man. We got low fees, fast execution. This is perfect for our trading strategies. Great broker. Let's stack the profits and the stories together. And make sure that you smash the like button if you found this helpful. Don't forget to follow us over on X, where we talk about crypto and Bitcoin every day, all day. And remember, always trade with your head, not over it. Do your own research. These are my personal opinions after 30 some odd years doing this stuff. But still, do your own research, okay? And also, remember, as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.